Hello everyone. Good evening. See, Martin's with us already.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, we've got
Is
6
anybody
people
there?
watching already. Just bear with us a sec. We have literally, a minute and a half ago, just got back in the house after a 2-hour drive. So we're knackered out, if you know what that means. And we're like, just drove for 2 hours from his daughter's up near Middlesbrough to get back here. And as we're coming down the dual carriageway, we'd got 5.8 miles to go, and the car said we've got 15 miles left of fuel. And then it suddenly went down to 4 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile, and we've just drove back the last 2 miles on zero. Because we didn't have chance.
On air.
Yeah, we didn't have chance to stop and get some fuel, otherwise we'd have been late for this.
Oh, better take my sunglasses on.
Yeah. So there's a bit of a mess. But anyway, we're here. So welcome to everybody.
Good Sundowners. I've got my cup of tea. I've got a glass of wine because I didn't know which I want first.
So we've got Anton.
Who have we got in today?
Anton Sid. Hi, Anton Sid. Martin's here. James Taylor. What's up, guys?
Hang on, you're going too fast.
Chris Rushing. Sean Dow's here. Frank Johnston. Hi, Frank. Mark Gold.
Have we seen Frank Johnson before?
I don't think so.
I don't recognise
that name.
Hello,
the
Frank.
name.
Nice to have you. Can I have that cushion, please?
Yeah. Kelly from Nova Scotia in Canada. But it's a bit colder there than it is here.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm just going to get comfy.
Daniel Jackson, morning.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're there, look. And Keith Butler. Good afternoon, Keith. So, if you've just tuned in, Keith, just saying we've just this second got back. Just plugged the laptop in. We just sat down in just enough time to boil a kettle. So,
shattered. We've had a lovely time though.
Yeah.
We've been. Where have we been?
To see our daughter.
Stockton. It's near
Stockton-on-Tees, which is like near Durham University and
further up north than we are.
A bit near to Middlesbrough. Yeah. So we were quite busy on the way back. And
they speak even stranger than we do.
Yeah, we've had to drive over
Stanley.
We've had to drive over the moors.
Moors.
They drink Coors, not Coors.
Coors liquor.
Lager.
Coors. Oh,
Lager.
that's car. Yeah.
It is Coors liquor. That's what they say in Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah, that's where I've
You know, trucking Coors liquor. This side of Texas is bootlegging. This is Georgia sound.
No, it's not Coors. It's Coors up there.
Carl has been riding with his head out the window.
Yeah, Chris.
It is getting a bit long, Chris. The idea is...
It's lovely and curly at the back. Lovely and curly. Look at this lovely
I'm wanting to grow it a little bit so it eventually, with the weight, comes down. But
we've never got past that weight bit, have we? Because
I've always had to have it cut for my job.
Yeah,
I've not been allowed to have long hair.
Yeah, this top, Chris, it just grows. It just gets higher and higher and bigger. Doesn't it, love?
Yes.
You look like Ken Dodd.
Freddie Boswell.
If
anybody's ever seen Brad. Hi, Gavin family.
Carl's had his head out the window. I like that.
I did have my window open a little bit.
Yeah.
And we've been seeing my daughter, or our daughter, and boyfriend's just bought a new car yesterday, which is a BMW. No, it's not. He traded it's a Mercedes, whatever model.
A60 MGA.
AGM, 6.2 litre engine. It's a beast.
Shit off a shovel.
So I've been filming a little bit with the drone in a country park with him this afternoon. So, is my device or are you quiet?
Ooh.
I think it's your device, Simon. Nobody else is saying anything about it being quiet. Carl with dreads. I'm not going to go as far as dreads. Well, I might. No, I'm not having dreads.
No,
I just want it a bit. I just need it a bit longer. But the weight's got to pull it down. Anyway.
Enough about your hair.
Yeah. That picture on the wall is crooked.
Oh, for who said that?
Tell you what, I can't do it because
we can't be arsed with sitting at the table.
It's not crooked, it's just the angle. And I can't change it with a computer because we've got about a 20-second delay.
Yeah.
So,
we're not crooked, are we?
Yeah, it must be yours, Simon, because Keith's saying sounds fine at his end. Living with the Tide. Our new friends. Greetings from Portugal. That is Matt and Paige. We found they actually commented on a couple of our videos on YouTube the other day, so as I always do, gone back and had a look at theirs. Subscribe to them.
Yeah.
And Matt only lived in a village where I was the foot bobby when I first joined the police 30 years ago.
So we both all speak strangely. We've all got this.
We can understand
weird,
them.
We
They
can understand them
us.
perfectly. They can understand us. It's just everybody else that can't. So yeah. And can you believe that England, or in England, the middle point of the country, where it's the furthest away from the sea, they've gone and bought a boat in the middle of it. And so have we.
They bought
I don't mean they bought a boat in the middle of England, but like we're obviously both drawn to the water, aren't we?
So yeah, anybody who's not heard of Living with the Tide, just click on their little 3 dots at the side and go and subscribe to them. Yeah,
they're already on the water. We're kind of following them, aren't we? So
we're a few months behind them. So,
but they started in Scotland.
They've done some videos in Scotland.
Well, I've seen videos.
And they've done some videos in Plymouth.
Yeah. So they started with the coats on.
And now they're in bikinis.
In
fact, I think there was. I'll now put everybody off your channel, Matt. I think there was a little bit of video footage with Matt skinny dipping being pulled behind the boat.
I've not seen that one yet.
No, you can't see it, deal. Well, you can't see his bum because of water. So yeah, go and check out Living with the Tide. So that's all good. Speaking of cars, I finally sold my race car yesterday. Cool. What type of car was that, Keith? Just remind me. I think you've mentioned it on Grandpa's site before, but I can't remember what you said it was.
And were you racing, Keith? I'm not very good with memory, am I?
Oh, hang on.
Well, let's have a look.
Is anybody else having problems with the sound? Because somebody else has just said we sound a little quiet. Let's have a look at our...
It's not what you've got plugged in there.
No, it's not. Well, our graphics card's showing that we're putting out the normal power.
Bring it close.
I'll bring it a little bit closer because we are sat a little bit away. But we are speaking quite loud. So yeah, just let us know if anybody else is having it quiet.
Oh.
That's 2 of you. Sounds fine on my end, Chris. The footballer look.
Cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't know about footballer. Hey guys, finally made one. TJ, good to have you back. Been running relief supplies to Hurricane Harvey survivors in South Texas. Oh, good one, mate.
Wow, excellent. Oh yeah, be careful.
Yeah, stay safe.
Because they've all got the guns out there, haven't they? Waiting for people who are pretending not to be.
Yeah, we was watching somebody was doing a live chat, a live broadcast on YouTube the other day, where there was an ex-deputy who stood outside a store with his shotgun, and there were people running in and robbing the store while he's there, and he's threatening to shoot people and things. And
then there was people in their own homes saying that they daren't ring. This is
they weren't ringing the
We never believe everything that we see on TV and Facebook and stuff, but
they were saying
they daren't
calling the rescuers because some of the rescuers were coming in, taking them out, and then robbing their houses. Yeah. So I know somebody who was in. New Orleans, and he was telling me one night about, well, it's what they never covered on the news, about how they had to form vigilante squads to stop all the muggers and rapists and things, he says, and it never got covered, and they had to deal with things that he never wants to have to do again, and he's still having therapy over it, so you can only imagine what they were going through. So,
well, like Chris says, you're in a minority if you don't own a gun in Texas.
Yeah.
I suppose so, yeah. We're just not used to that here in England, are we?
Well, they've got more relaxed gun laws than we have. We've still got plenty of people carry. Karen Grogan, thanks for mentioning our page and Matt on Living with Tide. So where are you from, Karen? Are you...
Grogan, it's got to be Scotland. Claire Grogan.
Well, it might not be.
Any relation to Claire?
Camaro Pro Drag... I can remember now you said it was a Camaro because I think I commented that one of my friends used to have a Camaro. Keith, I have a 1-minute video. Oh, it's the yellow one. Yeah, I've seen it. I've had a look. You're a minority if you don't own a gun, yeah. TJ, there is so much devastation of people's homes, and especially the smaller towns where nobody's helping there yet. Yeah. Flooding's still going on. Yeah, I suppose we're lucky up here. We have a little bit of rain and the whole world comes to a stop here. But it's nothing, is it?
No, we can't imagine it, can we? So good on you for helping.
Karen's in Mansfield. See?
Are you Scottish, Karen? You know Claire Grogan, though, don't you? What does she sing? This is going back to the 80s. She was singing Something like when Madonna came out as
Yeah.
well. Holiday,
She was on
when that was
telly.
on.
She was on telly quite
And
a
she
bit.
did.
Kids
She
presenter.
played football.
She was a kids presenter.
Who was that one who... No, she also was in a very famous football film. Claire Grogan. Come on, help me out.
I don't know. Anne Peterson
Karen,
from
you know what I mean.
Denmark, I think, is it Anne? Asking if we've completed the boat purchase yet. Not quite. We're just waiting now for the basically our solicitors and the buyer's solicitors to draw up the contracts. We're estimating probably about 5 to 6 weeks from to do that, and then once that's signed, the day we sign it, that's it.
Yeah. They did send us a letter to say that although everything's quiet and it seems like they're not doing anything, they are actually working, busy doing surveys to and froing. So land surveys, mining surveys.
Was it this Tuesday mortgage assessor came?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Just after bank holiday.
So the mortgage assessor came on Tuesday of this week, just gone. He's gone through it. He's quite happy that the house is worth what we've sold it for. So all good. So it's just a matter of waiting now just for the contracts. Hi, Grandpa. Good to see you here. Better late than never. Yeah. We've only just got here ourselves, Grandpa, because we've just had a 2-hour drive to get back, which is just like you going down to your local post office anyway. But it was from one end of the country to the other for us.
Yeah. And Grandpa, well, this week has been like a roller coaster ride. I'm sure everybody connects with Grandpa's channel. Grandpa goes sailing. Not sailing, is sailing, won't be sailing, will be sailing, might be sailing.
He'll be sailing in a bit.
Is sailing, definitely sailing. But when we first saw that he wasn't going to be sailing, we were like so down. We'd got tears in our eyes reading it, thinking, oh no. And then when we behold, next day, yeah, we're all right. So, and then no, we're not. Then we were up and down like that. So, God, the emotions of buying a boat and trying to buy a boat and things. But thumbs up to you, because you've got to stay on top of it, and we're big believers in what will be, will be. So things happen for a reason, and if you're good, things will happen good back to you. We're not religious by any means. In fact,
law of attraction believers.
That, but law of attraction, yeah, if you do good things to some people, then good will come back to you. So it's just not meant to be. Yeah. But I'm sure you will find another boat soon.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, I've not read anything.
Karen's Paige's mum from Shirebrook. And we're in Shirebrook. The other day went to Top Cats to buy some wardrobes for our son.
We've done lots and lots of weddings for people in Shirebrook.
In fact, I can't see your picture on here, Karen, but you look familiar.
I bet she's been at one of the weddings.
In fact,
we've not done a wedding with Paige.
I was watching one of Paige and Matt's video yesterday morning.
Yeah.
While you went for a walk, and I was watching it with my daughters. And where Paige and Matt's dad came down to the boat, and I said, I recognise him. I think you've been at a wedding what we've done. So you might know us.
Small world.
5 to 6 weeks, Chris, hopefully. That's what we're not saying for definite, but the solicitor sort of implied that's how long it'd be. Well, they said around about 3 to 4 weeks, didn't they, to do the searches.
Yeah, to do the searches, and then to be able to work out a definite date, so that we've got to get out and move. So that's what we're hoping on. So we're hoping, end of September, aren't we? Beginning of October at the latest.
We think we'll be out on the boat by October, so hopefully, touch wood, touch my dreadlocks. TJ, since I'm behind on the last couple of weeks, can you give an update? Yeah, I can. We've just done another video, actually, what we put out last week, what does do the update. But basically, we sold the house, we put it up for sale, it sold within 48 hours, we had 2 offers on it.
Slow down.
We had...
You're expecting these people to understand what we're saying.
Right.
Their head's going to be doing that.
We put the house up for sale at 4:30 PM on Friday evening. At 12 PM, we'd had the first offer, a cash buyer. We'd also had somebody come to view it at 11 AM that same morning, who went away, and then at 1 o'clock they rang back and said they wanted it as well, but they in a chain. But we'd already agreed that the cash buyer, he'd offered the asking price, so we said we'd go with them. So they've been in touch with our estate agents. we've confirmed it with them. Their mortgage assessor came round. When I say he's a cash buyer, they've not got a house to sell. They'd already got the mortgage pre-approved, and they put in quite a big deposit down on it as well. So they've got a little bit of a mortgage.
They're like a first-time buyer, aren't they?
Yeah.
In effect.
So the mortgage assessor had to come round to just make sure that the value of the house, as we put it up for, was what they're quite happy to mortgage part of their mortgage for. So now we're just waiting for the searches to be fully completed by our solicitors and then contract signed. And so as soon as that's done, the day the money goes across into our account for the house, we transfer some of that over to the boat, and then we're off to Crete.
Yeah, transfer some to the kids.
Shh. Gob.
Yeah,
So
we will.
that should bring you up to date now, Keith.
So yeah, we're just waiting for all surveys to be done. And a date. So everything should start to be happening. Carl still hasn't sorted any of the loft attic area out. Still hasn't sorted any of the garage, which is what we use as an office.
I've just got rid of some little bits.
Won't let me take any more out of the house. As in, this wobbly painting and furniture and things. Wanted daughters and son wanted things, and we could have taken things up, but no, he's waiting till, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you're waiting until
last minute, and then
last minute.
I won't be so emotional getting rid of things, because it's going to be hard for me to get rid of things where if I last minute it's a skip, whoosh, gone. And happy news from us, we just sold our house and our business last week, and now starting packing and moving out mid-October to live on board our boat called Blue Dream. Well,
Blue
our boat's
Dream.
called Dream. A lot of dreams out there.
Oh, that's fantastic, Anne. Wow.
So where are you going to be sailing, Anne? Are you going to be staying around Denmark, or what's your plans? Simon, any camper van news? Yeah, I had a photograph sent me this morning from one that looked an absolute spanker.
Is that good, spanker?
No,
bad.
It's the one Simon sent.
Oh yeah.
Have you been following that post, Simon, on Facebook? There's probably about 60 entries, and people are offering him up to £2,000 for it. Anyway.
It was basically one that was for free.
Yeah, nice one, Grandpa.
Oh, I've not.
No, he's just saying people keep asking him questions. He says he don't want to hijack our live stream.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll all be tuning in for your for anybody who doesn't know and wants to listen to Grandpa. It'll be on at I'm not sure what time it is Alaska time, but it's midnight in UK. So I think it's about 9 hours behind us.
Yeah, he's got some rattle. He's got some rattle, Grandpa, more than us, but he's a good man. And he does a lot of good for everybody else, and everything will work out just hunky-dory for him, I'm sure.
Karen, just getting into this. This is awesome. Any help for Paige, etc. is much appreciated. Yeah, well, they seem a nice couple, and we don't mind helping out where we can. So that's what it's all about on this. Or that's what we found on this YouTube lark.
Yeah, we're new to this, Karen.
You get what you give. It's all about, as we were discussing on Grandpa's channel the other night, it's like getting communities, little communities. If you go onto Grandpa's farm, go sailing tonight at 12 o'clock, you'll see a lot of people what's already posting on here now. Yeah. And it's like going to a pub. Yeah. That's why we've called it Sundowners. In fact, Sundowner time. Cheers, folks.
I've got my
Have you got your glass of wine? Cheers.
Glass of wine in a bit. Cheers.
So, it's all good.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they're going to help us out with wherever we're going to be to start with, because they'll be dab-handers at doing this.
We've got Morley here as well now. Another one. So how long will all that take, Carl? Are you referring to packing my stuff away, Grandpa? I think you probably are. Longer than I want it to take.
You know what it's like. You just don't want to throw anything away. You don't want to get rid of anything.
That's just what Matt and Paige are saying. We're just anchoring, so we'll be half watching you, but stay tuned. Yes, be careful. Don't drop your computer in the sea like I did last year. Or didn't drop it in, but it got wet and it ruined it and I had to get a new one. Where's your Sundowners?
Hang on.
You've just had one. Did you miss it, Gav? I know this test, the video feed's about 20 seconds behind what you posted.
There you are. I just had to have my cup of tea first. I've not had one since this morning.
I had a feeling it was going to happen fast. Awesome to hear. Carl, get your ass in gear.
Exactly.
5 to 6 weeks will happen like poof. Yes.
I'm ready.
Yeah, it won't take that long, actually.
I'm ready, it's just you.
I've got a lot of stuff, but...
A lot is rubbish that you can just
The hardest thing what's going to take some getting rid of are my guns. I can keep the shotguns, but my rifles, I've got to pass them on. Because of the laws in the UK, you can only pass them on to somebody who's actually got space on their
ticket,
on their certificate to purchase that particular type of gun. So it might be that I have to put them with the dealer and just lodge them and pay them a commission to sell them for me. So we'll see. Now I just saw it and thought of you. Oh, the camper van. Why don't you loan Grandpa your little boat so he can start sailing? It's only small, Simon. It's only a 21-footer. And I'll explain to you. It's got to stay up where it is. I'll explain to you when I see you why.
Hi, Al.
Hi, Al. Just logged on.
Good to see you.
Oh, Colleen
27.
Walters. Glad you two got home okay and you're on the alcohol already.
Yes, sweetheart, just.
Yeah, we made it with a few minutes to spare. So anybody, I think some of you, I know Grandpa has, our daughter Carleen, she's a singer, and if you just click on her little 3 dots at the side, and you'll be able to look at her site on YouTube. Although she does pubs and clubs in the UK, she does actually brilliant country music.
Country music, yeah. We want to get her out.
Whenever we go to America
and
she gets up and sings in bars and places like Coyote, what's it called? Leanne
Rhymes.
Not
Where
Coyote,
they dance on the
not
bar.
Coyote Kitchen, what is it? But anyway, she gets up and sings in America, and everybody goes wild when she does the Gretchen Wilson, my favourite song, Redneck Woman. So have a look on her Facebook page, and give her some subs. She's looking for some subscribers. Karen Grogan, are you on every Sunday? We try to be, Karen. We have been on, I think this is the 6th one we've done, so we've done it for the last 6 weeks. So,
yeah, we're trying to keep it to the same time so that people get used to it.
6 o'clock Sundowner Sundays. If we did it on a Monday, it'd be a Mundowner. So we're keeping it to Sundays for Sundowners. Yes, the whole closing and getting on board. When will the sailing start? As soon as
we're on it.
Well, the plan was in Crete, the place where we're keeping it at. It's like a little bit of a winter haven, a secure area. Now, the winds down in Crete are it's called the Meltimi wind, and it's really strong, so people don't tend to do a lot of sailing in the summer. They keep or what we've seen, the people keep the boats in the marinas.
Yeah. The winds start like May, don't they, and then go through till September, October time, and then they die down in the winter.
It can get really, really windy, so just a little bit of social sailing, people don't tend to do that much. So what they do is leave the marina and go up into like the Aegean part of Greece, and beyond, and then come back to Crete to the marinas for winter. So when we get there, if we get in there end of September, October, we was planning to sail across to Turkey because our friends Kevin and Dee from SV Kestrel, they've also got a YouTube channel, they live near Bodrum, and they'd invited us over for a week to stay at their house in September, but we can't go at the moment. But they are coming back to the UK because they're doing an Atlantic crossing starting in 110 days, I think the time is set to.
Yeah. We'll remind everybody when they're doing that as well.
So if we can get over to see them before they come to the UK, a couple of days sail over to where they live, and we'll have a couple of days there, stay on the boat probably, and just nip in to see them for a couple of days. And then we'll go back to Crete for the winter. Failing that...
Then do you want to take a breath? Because you can't breathe, can you? Because you're talking that much.
I was belching, darling. Failing that, we'll just potter about round the big bay and just get used to the boat a little bit for next year. So
but we don't know whether we've also got to do that.
We've got to anti-fouling when we get back because it's now been out for 2 months, hasn't it?
So we've got to do that first. But no, straight away, as soon as we can.
Sailing Naughty Pirate. Ooh. Love my YouTube family and subscribers. Same here.
Yeah.
So, Hey Carl. Hi Mal. Yeah, I did give you a shout out. Oh, I think you're saying hey Carl to Grandpa. At Carleen Walters. Hi kid. When and what is the next song? Right, Carleen. Grandpa will follow you. I think he already is doing actually. So you can type on there a reply to Grandpa what song you're going to do next.
Yeah, you'll have to do a country one now that we've said that you're really good at that.
I knew you. No, it was delayed. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Oh, hang on. We jump. I'm still operating on this dodgy computer. I've got it. All the parts have arrived, so it's going in tomorrow to be mended. Anne Peterson, the boat is in Brindisi, Italy, and we are going sailing the Med, Black Sea, Greece, and end up in the Canary Islands, and hopefully cross over the Atlantic. Yeah, that's what we're planning to do. So I bet we will bump in. Well, I don't want to bump into you physically,
literally,
but it looks like we'll be having Sundowners sometime.
What do you think of Italy, Anne? Because when we've been just visiting on holidays, but we've not been on a boat there, it's absolutely brilliant. I love how the men dress particularly. They tend to layer up and they look fantastic wherever they go, whether they're just walking into town to buy some apples or whether they're out at night. They just look so good. Everywhere's colourful, which I like.
They've all got their hair like me,
food.
nice
They've
hair.
all got fantastic hair. They're just posing on the little scooter things, aren't they? But yeah, it's a beautiful place. But is it really expensive as well?
Yes.
You'll have to...
We've been
not
a few times.
necessarily on a boat.
We've not been on a boat, but we have been to Venice on a boat.
And I said celery on purpose.
I know. Yeah. Wine's kicking in. She's had one. So
Coyote Ugly.
Coyote Ugly,
Thanks.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's like Wikipedia Grandpa, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. In fact, when we went to America this June, we took our daughter and son on holiday with us, and we said, come on, we've got to go into this Hooters bar that had newly opened. This was in Kissimmee, where we'd been. So we told them how great it was with all these girls dancing with these little crop tops on, and they start the music and start dancing all on the tables. And it was such a letdown when we went. It had just gone into
You actually got up and started dancing with her.
Yeah.
And you
I asked them
more
to dance.
people were interested in watching Jen dance.
I asked them to dance, and they did do it for us.
Yeah.
They did it because it was our Brad's 21st. But it was so disappointing. They let kids in, and I mean, we don't want an X-rated.
It weren't like going to Hooters in Amsterdam.
No, it was no.
It was toned down, but
it's rubbish now. No good.
The morality laws in the States are a little bit more subdued than what ours are, aren't they?
Yeah.
But anyway, Simon Pownell's just subscribed to Carleen. Thanks, Simon. Also, I think TJ had already done that.
She's very
it was
good,
TJ
seriously.
we're talking.
Oh, bless.
Love to watch you on a Sunday, then follow up with. Follow UPM with. I think that'll be with Grandpa.
Grandpa and everything else.
Well, you're bookmarked. Love it. Both of you are down to earth. We try as hard. Well, we don't try, Karen. This is just natural. People either like how we are or they don't. If you like us, that's brilliant. If you don't...
and give us a chink of your finger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Tuesday,
everybody.
Can you all have a little glass of wine or a beer?
Get a glass. We'll give you a couple of minutes to get a drink.
And just have a little talk for us.
Yeah. So...
Go on.
25 years ago, on Tuesday, although it was a Saturday, but on the 5th of September, we got married.
Yeah, so it's our silver
wedding anniversary on Tuesday.
This Tuesday.
Cheers, love.
Cheers, love. Who'd have thought we'd have got there?
Feels like 35, but...
And we were together, 6 or 8 years before that.
Yeah.
8, I think.
Yeah.
We were together 8 years before that. I was very, very young.
No
when
children.
We met.
No children till we got married. Didn't live together till we got married.
No,
Did it right.
Did it all the right way. We're a bit old-fashioned like that. So yeah, 25 years. And not a crossword between us, really, have we?
Well,
you rat bag.
I've told you what to do enough times.
No, not really. So that's good. What else have we been doing? What's been happening?
This week?
Non-stop. What have we been doing? You've booked your...
I booked my VHF course because I did the online one a few weeks ago, thinking that I might get a chance just to go down. For the VHF course, when you do it in the UK, You have to do it in 2 parts. There's a day course, but you have to do 3 hours learning before you go to the classroom course, and then that evening you do the exam. So an independent assessor comes in. Well, I haven't really got time to go out and sit there, and trying to find one local is quite hard. But when we get onto the boat, we've got to get a new EPIRB, because that one's out of date and it needs a new battery on it, really.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
And it's going to be as cheap to get a new EPIRB, but to register the boat in our name for the ship's licence, small ships register, the radio licence, and the EPIRB, it's got to go on my radio licence. So
you've got to do the course.
I've gone and booked another course just to do it all in one go. So that's on
25th September, was it?
24th, so Sunday.
24th, 25th,
Sunday.
something like that.
So Paige's mum's just been saying, do you do this every Sunday? We might have to do it at 7 o'clock that night, because the course doesn't finish till 6, and it's in Sheffield, so I've got to get back. So might be a bit later that night, but I'll keep you updated.
And we're next week. Next weekend's Southampton.
No, it's not.
Is it
Southampton's the week after.
Time flies. That's 2 weeks, and we don't know where we are.
Yeah. So the Southampton Boat Show. Just while we're talking about that. The meet-up on the Saturday, for those of you who are in and are going to it, it will be at 3 p.m. in the Marina Bar within the big complex. It's near the stage, I believe. So we'll see you there. I know some of you are going down on the Friday night, and we'll see you in the hotel on the Friday night. And then after the show on Saturday night, we've also got a restaurant booked. And at the moment, there's 10 of us.
So that's really good, isn't it?
So if anybody else does want to come and you've not already let us know for the meal on the Saturday night,
please do.
Let us know, because we're going to we'd only provisionally booked 10 seats with the restaurant, but we can always book a few more if we do it early enough. It's an Italian restaurant, and it's absolutely gorgeous. We went last year when we went to the boat show.
But they do normal food as well, not just Italian.
Food is brilliant.
Good. Very good food.
And not bad prices either. So
Keith's gone to get another coffee.
How do you know what Hooters is like in
Johnny
Amsterdam? Because we've been there.
Simon.
It's closed now, actually.
You're laughing. You've been as well. It's absolutely brilliant in Amsterdam.
We went
Hooters.
We went back to Amsterdam in March, and Hooters had gone. Or the original Hooters, what was near where the canal boat trips are. It's gone. Don't know where to. Did Matt tell you his parents are from Clown? Yes. I think you missed, Karen. I used to be the foot bobby at Clown 30 years ago. And I think
so I hope you remember him favourably from that. Not you went on his bad book. Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Kings of Chuck.
Hello,
and he's
Chuck.
got his glass.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, Chuck.
Glad you could join us tonight.
And it's 25 years you get less for murder. You do, but you don't get what I've got for murder. Did you like that? Oh, hang on, I've gone down too far here.
Come here.
Congratulations, Jenny, you must be a saint.
I know.
She has a moment.
In fact, strangely enough, where's that little book?
It's down here. You see, there's one rule to a good marriage, and you have to give your wife this book. Don't know if you can see that. I'm going to hold it there because I've got a delay, and I just want to make sure people can read it. How to be a good wife. I've actually bought this for my son because him and his girlfriend have moved in together. They've just got a new house. So I said I'd buy him this book, or buy it her.
Buy it for her, yeah, because she's had to learn how to clean and everything like that. And in fact, this weekend I've just shown my daughter, who's been living in her house on her own for a year and a half. I've just shown her how to clean a bath properly.
And
with a magic sponge that I've found. Flash magic sponge, if you ever try them, if you want to get anything.
And we're not saying she's
off,
mucky,
it's
but
brilliant. It was orange and now it's cream.
Yeah, tiles are a different colour now we've come away.
So we thought if we buy this little book, it's like a piss take of old-fashioned stuff but brought up to date. But yeah, life is a mirror. This is a little ditty out of it, but this is so true. Life's a mirror. If we smile, smiles come back and greet us. See, that's that big smile. If we're frowning all the while, frowns forever meters. It's true. But there's going to be all sorts, so I can't wait to read that.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Simon, the VHF course is easy. It's dragged out to be a day, but can be done in 5 hours. I've actually done the course. I did it online, and I did the pre-exam thing, what you have to do on there as well, and yeah, it is a doddle. I've actually done amateur radio, so VHF radio courses.
Is it Delta Oscar Delta Delta Lima Echo?
10-4, good buddy.
That's good. Right, I'm just going to get my next glass of wine because it's needed today.
Whole Shot 193, good morning. Nice to have you here, Whole Shot.
It's not shot hole.
You just pour your wine and shut up. Good wife. Yeah, she is. She's not bad. If she weren't good, she wouldn't be sat here now. In fact, I'll tell you a little story. When I used to be a traffic cop a few years ago, on my shift there was 16 men, 16 blokes, and I was the only one on it who was still married to my first wife. All of them were either divorced or on the second or third wives or live with people, so we've done something right. I don't think there's many people can say that. So,
Whole Shot.
Whole Shots here, yes. What's your glass?
I'm watching my glass bag. You're on my cushion again.
Oh. So what else has been happening?
Whole Shot 193. Where does that one come from then?
Grandpa. Is it?
No, why did you call yourself Whole Shot 193?
Oh.
Could be a golfer. Whole shot in one, and he's born in 93.
But he's not very good, so that's why he's 193. 193
No,
over par.
Maybe. TJ Mills, hard staying married as a cop, hard staying married to a cop.
Grandpa's just said that.
Yeah, not many marriages do survive actually. So we.
Yeah, I was just saying about 16 on our shift, and now we're only one still married.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you get what you give. Go out with your mates every weekend and go clubbing all the time, and
you're not going to stay together.
No.
No.
So anyway.
Do things together, guys.
John B, good evening. Nice to see you, John.
Hi, John. Good to see you. 31 watching tonight. Come on, we need to go up to 40. Can you tell more people to watch what we're doing, please?
Text 2 to Tango, Grandpa. My niece is
we need to get as many subscribers as we can.
And viewers.
And that's what. Aren't they subscribers? Them people who keep coming back to look.
Subscribers are the people who subscribe to your channel.
Right.
So that's where we've got nearly 4,000. Viewers are live viewers at the moment.
Live
there.
viewers. Yeah, they watch afterwards, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, but we'd like to
get as many people
as we can.
So spread the word.
Spread the word. We are not asking for any money or anything. We just want as many people to like us and see us, so that when we call into a port and we can see Paige and
Matt.
And anyone else, then
in fact,
I think it's lovely. In fact,
I will say now already.
Yeah.
Matt yesterday. I've never met the guy, so this is how nice they are.
Wow.
Never met him or Paige, and they've invited us over to go sailing with them before we've got our boat if we get a chance.
Have they?
Yeah, in Portugal.
Bless. Yeah.
So that's how good the community is, and we've reciprocated. So.
Nice.
So Whole Shot is a racing term for the first one to turn. My daughter is a pro dirt racer and her number is 193.
You see, there's always a story behind the names, and that's what I like. Let me just read it again. Whole Shot is a racing term for the first one to the first turn. My daughter's a pro dirt bike racer. So is that like when we watched at Sheffield Speedway?
No.
What's
dirt bike is
or over the
like
things scrambling.
Like our Shane's kids do.
Yeah. And racing 193. So what's your name then, Whole Shot? Got to be careful how I say that, haven't I, when I've had a couple of glasses of wine.
And the other thing is as well, I just want to give a little shout out because I've heard from a little birdie that my nephew watches our channel without fail every week and is commenting and ringing my mum up saying, Nan,
they're on,
Uncle Carl's on again. So, Shay, if you're on now, Just type into the thing and
Tell
say
him
hello.
where it is.
He'll find it. It's quite computer savvy.
Andy is my real name. Andy Shuttall. Andy Holshot. Holshot. I did that on purpose.
Yeah. We want him to get numbers up, not down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, we've just got a thumbs down.
Hole is a derogatory term in England for your mouth.
No, it's not. It's for a toilet.
Shut your shithole.
Cake hole. It's your cake hole.
That's your cake hole.
No! Shithole is a toilet. Or it's a mucky house.
Oh yeah.
Fart.
Let's cut that. That'll be in a bloomer. Let's just
I can't cut.
Oh god. Oh, and I've got a really good one for you in a bit. I'll wait till we've gone on. Something really good's happened to me this week, which I was laughing about.
Oh yeah, Simon, Grandpa does one on a Wednesday night at 6 p.m. UK time.
Cameron, oh my god, laugh.
Cake hole. Right.
Right.
No, she's not gone to gin, Grandpa. That's wine. She's gone from coffee to wine. Would anybody like
Cheeks
to
getting
hear?
red.
Seeing as she's now on her way.
Oh, it's not funny enough.
No. If Papa starts early, it will conflict with SD. Right, so, Jen, this week, I don't think you ought to tell this. It's a bit...
Oh, well, it's funny. I thought I would pee myself laughing. Right, this follows on. God.
She wants a nice bikini line. She wants a nice bikini line. So we found this thing where it's like a laser thing where it permanently removes any hair.
Yeah, I was speaking to a couple of ladies when we last went to Creed, and I was saying I didn't dare bring a lady shaver.
Just before you go on, this is the ladies section.
Yeah.
Gents, if you want to go and get yourself a cup of coffee or nip down to Starbucks.
It was so funny. I didn't dare take a lady shaver because we were only having our carry-on luggage across the aeroplane, okay? So we'd only gone for 3 or 4 days. This is when we went back for the survey, right, on the boat. So day 1 and 2, I'm all nicely shaven, obviously. Day 2 and 3, I'm starting to sprout hairs in every single place that you can imagine. Well,
just keep
and
it
I was talking
to,
to one, legs I'm on about and things, and armpits.
I know.
Etc.
Etc.
So I was talking to one of the ladies, as you do, because you've got to find things out like this. And I said, "And what do you use?
Wait for it, TJ.
Do you go? Do you wax? Do you whatever?" And she said, "Well, actually, I've gone and I've had some laser treatment, which is where they zap basically the." I don't know what they zap, but they've got a machine that they zap your hair in like little sections. So there's this thing that's about that long, like that. It's actually kind of similar, ladies, to when you've been pregnant and you've gone and had a scan. So what they do is put this gel on your stomach or whatever, your belly, and then they get this zapper thing, this machine, and it's like an electrical current that they turn up as high as you can bear it so that you don't have as many sessions to do it. But basically, it can stop the hair growth. So I thought, I'll have a bit of that then. So I thought, well, I want to look nice and neat. I want to look nice and neat, so I'll not go...
Enjoy the mythos, David.
I'll not go...
Over this conversation.
I'll not go for a full Brazilian, but I'll
just one second. David, if you're sat in
you're
the bar... Yeah, but he's
flow.
sat in a bar in Nidri. If you've got the volume turned up, can you just turn this down? Because we will be going back to Nidri next year.
I'm not going to say anything rude, it's just funny. So... Anyway, so I've looked on Groupon. Groupon's a thing where you can get things cheaper, basically.
Groupon's worldwide.
Is worldwide, okay, right. So I got this really good deal. So I had to go to this place in Sheffield. And I went about a week ago.
No, they don't, Grandpa.
Stop putting me off. I can't think where I am.
You in Sheffield?
So I went to do my a trial session, and what they did it just above my knee.
Wait for it,
and
Chris.
tested to make sure I didn't have any adverse reactions to it. And it was fine. And then I booked in for a fortnight later. By law, they have to wait a fortnight between each session because they're zapping you so much. So you like jump. You've got to wear glasses because it's like doing welding. It's like welding machine that you've got on around whatever area. So anyway, so I've paid for 3 sessions on Groupon and I go to Sheffield. So I park up, I find this place and I read the reviews and it seems okay. But it's actually a tattoo parlour upstairs. So as I go in, I'm trying not to be intimidated by any of these people. And I'm quite loud myself, so I like all my own. So I go in on Thursday and I thought, I'll shower and everything, make sure it's nice and clean for this. They said, do you want a man or a woman to do it? And I thought, I don't care, man or woman. I thought, well, I've had a doctor down there, I've had 2 kids, I've done all sorts, so I didn't mind doing it.
We're going behind on comments.
So I'm going to get to the point. So anyway, so I goes in, everything's all nice and clean. I didn't go for a wee in between just so I didn't get any toilet paper stuck there or anything. I were nice and fresh and I went to
And you didn't have any pants on?
I didn't put any pants on. I wore a dress because this lady who was in Crete said it can be a little
Subscribers
bit...
have just shut up.
It can be a little bit hot afterwards in that region, so I want as much air around that place as possible. So we went in. Anyway, so we go into this room. I took my own towel because it's not ever so clean. I go in, as I say, and I feel a little bit intimidated, and this is what I'm putting it down to.
Sounds like it.
There's this man with like the big hole in the ear with the big earring in. There's one with tattoos all up here like this. The woman who's actually going to do it for me's got purple hair, bobber boots on and everything like this. So anyway, we go into this back room. The men stay out the way. They white clean the, like a medical table that I'm supposed to get on. And I think I must have reverted back to, ladies, when you go into these rooms and you have a smear. My head went funny. She said, let's have a look at this machine. What shall we do? And I says, well, I don't know. I hope you bloody know what we're doing. She says, no, I don't mean the machine. What are we doing round today? What are we zapping? I says, my floozy, my bits like that. She says, okay, so what are we doing? I says, well, you'll see when I get on there because I've shaved it as to how I want and I just want it so that I don't have to keep shaving on holiday and it all comes clean. So she says, well, she turned her back and
I've heard it 4 times, Gav.
She turned her back and she said, well, if you'd just like to hop onto the couch, this is where I went wrong. This is where, back in my brain, I thought I must have been going for a smear test or whatever because she's got her back to me. She's got like a scalpel thing, whatever they are, and then she's pouring this gel on it.
Far too much information now.
I got onto the black thing. And I don't know why, but I just laid with my legs open. So when this girl turned round to me, she actually went, ah! So I shut my legs really quickly and went, oh, I'm sorry, you weren't meant to see all that, were you? She says, no, you're the ideal candidate, you're the ideal candidate. Most people have me like moving their pants across. You're the ideal candidate. So I was just really embarrassed and
so anyway,
laughing all the way through. So that is my funny thing. So I've got 2 more things of that to do and in a fortnight, but I will be wearing pants. That's knickers.
Anyway, we've been asked what modifications are we doing to the boat when we get on it. We don't need to do any modifications. It's got everything done.
What?
While you've been gassing on, people are commenting, apart from the ones who aren't listening because they've got their eyes crossed, their ears thinged, blocked. Somebody said, I thought this was a sailing channel.
It is. It's all about sailing and it's all about what you need to know and what you learn.
Of course it is.
Well, I'm learning about lace treatment.
A gas burner between your bed, if the bush is there, burn it down.
Oh.
Definitely from Shirebrook.
It was this legs akimbo. I might have as well have had some stirrups there. I don't know whether I thought they were going to give me, I was going to give birth or what.
Tom
anyway.
Victor. Hello, Tom. Yes, you have missed a lot there. You'll have to watch it again on the rerun.
Oh dear.
Anna's got her head in her hands, laughing her head off.
Only women would know because they say get up onto this thing and you just get there.
We're meeting up with SV Compromise on Wednesday for our... Have you sent us an email yet, Gav, where we're going?
Yeah, we don't know where we're meeting, do we?
I spoke to him earlier today.
Oh, did you? Right.
You could have saved that story and told the whole restaurant.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny then.
Hi guys from Nidri, where it is hot, hot, hot. Hi Michelle, hope you're having a lovely holiday.
Hi Michelle.
They've just arrived today, her and Dave.
Yeah.
So
hot, hot, hot. Still hot, hot, hot. And we're beginning of September.
Carl, buddy, you've got a great wife, my friend. This is too funny. We should do a video of Carl's face.
Yeah. He actually wanted to come and watch and do it, but I said no. Come and watch.
That's just me pervy.
That's just his pervy head.
King of Chuck Wow.
King of Chuck Wow, yes.
So when will Carl manscape? DIY, mate. I'm not paying anybody to do what I can do myself. So did you get a shot in the bum with a laser? Yeah,
so just to tell you
not
the
to
feeling.
Show.
Not to show at all. But it's just like somebody shot you, basically. Yeah, you've got to wear these sunglasses, so that might have been part of it. I thought
our viewers have just gone up.
Thought I were on a beach because I got these black sunglasses on, and I was like that. Although I don't really have my legs wide open on a beach, but there you go. But yeah, it's like zap in little parts like that. But
anyway, can we move on now?
Yes, but
because
you go,
everybody's now.
You like go,
when they see Carl and when he's sailing logo, all they're going to be thinking of is a Brazilian. Hi, Marie. Nice to see you here. Please don't make a video of your day at the barber's, Jan. Carl's face during the story.
He's used to it now, that kind of thing.
Yeah, nothing surprises me anymore. So, have any of you ladies had laser treatment? Any of you men had laser treatment? Oh, in fact, I did see up here when you were in your prime.
Yeah.
9mm James has joined us.
Best
live stream ever.
Can't make them up, can you?
We could actually do a live stream from there and just do an head and shoulders shot.
From where?
From you. That'd be
I can show you where it was. She was fine. She said I was the best person ever. See you in a fortnight. Oh, God. I went out laughing. I don't know which one was the reddest, my head or my ass. Anyway, something else. Let's talk about something else.
I think Carl needs a Brazilian. I don't want to see it, but the soundtrack would be great.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I actually, in one of our videos, did trim... Was it your moustache?
Yes.
Or your eyebrows?
It was my beard and my eyebrows. One was in the Ionian, I think. No, it weren't.
Because you get really bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, I get quite hairy.
A bit like Edward Eve.
I keep my beard trimmed pretty much. Next week, folks, Jenny talks about swinging and that's not anchored up.
So.
I think Carl needs a Brazilian. I read that one.
A fortnight.
2 weeks is a fortnight.
You have to leave 2 weeks in between because I said, can I come sooner than that? For some reason they said no. I've got to wait 2 weeks in between. It's by law that you've got to wait 2 weeks before you can go for your next session. And then hopefully in between the hairs will stop. They will have zapped them and killed them off basically. And this will slowly not grow. I might have everything done if it works all right.
Can we stop talking about your hairy arse?
Yes. So no.
So
didn't go anywhere.
Gavin and Anna's saying, should we talk sailing?
Yes.
What's point? Got more comments on Jen's expedition. There should be a segment of Jenny does and Carl follows around and videos her adventures. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
That's a good idea. Can't wait to meet you in person with crying with laughter here. Yeah. Now then,
I've got a few more things like this, Matt.
Did I hear Paige call you Ragnar when she was cutting you, when you was cutting your hair and you trimmed your beard? Because I'm sure I did. Because I don't know if you've watched the Vikings, but you look like him on, and I can't. Were Ragnar, weren't it?
Oh, I don't know.
It was my favourite series, other than Sons of Anarchy.
That were all them big.
You've not watched it. You won't watch it.
I watched. You said you'll like this because
I know,
there's
and you
lots
won't
of
watch
big men
it.
in it.
You don't. You've never watched it,
I
and it's brilliant. You need to watch it before we go. Oh, we've got it on Amazon.
We've been on for an hour.
I know we have.
I'll be able to shut
and
up.
45 minutes of that's been you talking about your arse.
Right. Well.
Crap. Had a police call. What did I miss?
You'll have to watch it again. You'll have to look back. It was nothing at all. Well, it was a bit to do with sailing. It's about your preparations for sailing.
Yeah, preparations so you don't sink your dinghy.
Yeah.
One of the things, right, we will talk about a little bit of sailing things. What we're looking at doing, I've been researching it, and we're going to have a look at them at the boat show, are some stand-up paddle boards. So I don't know if anybody on here has got stand-up paddle boards. He loves Vikings. It were Ragnar then.
That's it then. Yeah.
Brilliant series.
But
he does look like him. When he shaved his head and he got his beard.
We want to get in shape because when we get on a boat, we're either going to put loads of weight on because we're not doing as much running about as we do now, or me, or we're going to lose loads of weight because all we'll be eating is mainly salad and fish.
Well, we'll not be eating many fish.
Well,
not ones we catch because there's not many left.
No, but mainly salad and good things like that. So we want to be able to tighten up the bits.
What we bought. I
like
doing a bit of yoga, DDP yoga. I've got to start that again properly. It's not your mama's yoga. If you've ever seen it, you know what I mean. And we bought some of them TRX bands, what one at Sailing Channels used to use on the thing, where you fasten them to your mast and you use your own body weight.
Them up, aren't we?
So we've got some of them.
We're going to do that.
And then we want some stand-up paddle boards for like doing cardio and a bit of core strength. And you can do yoga on them. And
we were going to take a funny picture.
Oh yeah, Jen wants to recreate the Orlando Bloom picture as well, where he was sailing naked.
His take of Orlando Bloom picture.
But
Look
anyway,
it up on YouTube.
When she's had a thing done properly. Oh no, you don't. It was me.
No, I'm just sat cross-legged on the front. It's you. It's you in full frontal, love, not me.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
anyway, when anybody meets Jenny, there'll always maybe that strange view in your back head about the laser.
I know.
Yes. Do you have any plans to meet up with Grandpa once all of you are sailing? We do. The plan was when Grandpa got over to the Med, because it was picking. Well, it's all history, that, isn't it? But the plan was once Grandpa gets over to the Med, yes, we are going to meet up for Sundowners. And he does keep saying beers are on me, but I think beers are on Grandpa now, because he's put us back a few weeks from when he said he was originally going to be there. So it's changed all our plans.
I would love to meet anybody. I don't get out much. I'd love to meet lots of people, and I know not many. Some sailing channel people have people on the boats and stuff. But no, I'm quite keen, and hopefully we're quite keen on meeting lots of people everywhere. We like
socialising. Yeah.
So if you can,
see, we say the same thing together. We've been kept up in this little cabin for too long. We even think and say the same thing.
So if you're on holiday anywhere, or you see where we are and you want to come and see us, then just let us know.
What's that one? What's your favourite sailing channel? I like that Carl and Jenny Go Sailing Adventures. That's not bad.
A bit strange though, aren't
they?
This talk funny.
You have to bear with him a little bit. No, favourite sailing channels. To be quite honest, I subscribe to nearly every one. I'm with patrons to. Who are patrons to? Quite a few. Probably, I think we're patrons to about 9 or 10 sailing channels.
That answered a lot, that did.
But favourite ones, I know people slag them off, but I do like Riley and Elena. Go on, I can't even think of the name now. But I'm not quite so keen on it now they've moved on to a catamaran.
No, I don't like it.
And I know they get a lot of flack saying they're making too much money and stuff. They've worked for it. They put a lot of effort into the videos and stuff, and good luck to them. I don't mind that.
You say your favourites, then I'll say mine.
SV Delos probably are number one favourites, but it depends what crew they've got on board. I liked it when there was
loads of women on.
Yeah, but they tended to bond
and
more.
Groups, yeah, like couples and things on.
These two guys, what they've got on at the minute, they're okay, but I don't know.
It takes a lot.
I still like to watch it. I love watching it. Sailing Nanji, we love Sailing Nanji.
Yeah,
they're like really genuine, nice folks, legends.
I like to. They're really positive with everything.
Yeah.
He's lovely. I like him. Do you know
who
I like?
And I like Bonita.
Who's Bonita?
His wife.
Oh, I say. Oh, right.
We also like Sailing Rans.
Ran Sailing,
yeah.
Ran
Sailing. Again, they really down to the point. I think more documentary style really now. How they've gone, but very good quality. Some of their videos is amazing quality.
The one that I really looked up to this last week when we were watching something is Sailing Britican.
Yeah, we like Sailing Britican.
I am in awe of what's the woman's name? Is rubbish with names.
Simon and shit!
The Canadian woman.
She's not. She's American. That's where they get Britican.
Canadian.
No, American.
Oh, is it right? Ken.
He's British.
Anyway,
American.
she's American.
Kim.
She. I don't know how. I don't know how she stays so calm. They've just posted or recently posted a thing where they've gone over they had something like 17 squalls as they go in from somewhere to somewhere else.
Crossing Atlantic. They were going back to America from Bermuda, somewhere. Bahamas. No.
They were still in America and they were going from there to there anyway, and they had about 17 squalls, and they've got the daughter on there who was something like 7 or 8 years old. And the seas are up and down like this, and she stays so calm, and they just call each one by start at A for the alphabet for number 1, then it's B, they call it all a different name. But she is so calm and so collected. I don't know how she does it. I mean, I've got to get
and she always gets seasick.
And she gets seasick, but she copes absolutely brilliantly. I'm just in awe of the woman. So we like them as well, don't we?
Yeah.
We've a lot to learn. So, right, where are we?
Just scroll. Hang on a minute.
Hi everybody, we've reached our 43. What time are we on now? We've been on an hour and 10 minutes. People are getting fed up now.
Vikings, that's who he looks like. Husband's trying to get him to tattoo his head. No, don't do that.
I like tattoos.
Not on your head.
Not on your head. I think that you ought to have a tattoo for our 25th wedding anniversary, actually.
I've got a few tattoos.
I've always said to Carl, I don't really want you having a lot of tattoos, or have it away from... have it away where you can't see if you've got a shirt on. But this is in England, having watched...
I don't know. I really don't know.
Having watched a programme on TV where they basically, 6 people stand naked in a box and you look at them, I've realised that I quite like men with tattoos.
With no clothes on.
I kind of find that I'm attracted to tattoos, so I thought, you can have some tattoos, Carl. And I've always said, don't have my name on it, just in case we got split up for any reason.
But
so
I
we
said...
could have it in a foreign language that you couldn't see it.
I was going to have Jenny on it, where it was done. I found one where they did it in...
Swahili
like
or something
Celtic
like that.
type
so
writing.
You couldn't read it.
So it read the same backwards as it did forwards, but it were more arty than just having Jenny.
It didn't look like my name.
But she said, what if ever we split up? I said, I'd just put "is a bitch" underneath. So, now I'll show you one of my tattoos. Now we're talking of tattoos. I've got
this says fish and chips twice.
No,
no, it doesn't. This is the one. This is you like
this is me Sons of Anarchy tattoo. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to have to sit here for 5 minutes while thing catches up. So I've got the Sons of Anarchy logo there on that arm.
Look at my nails. They look nice.
Big Sons of Anarchy fan. Harley rider, biker.
That's lovely to turn round to when you're in bed and you just turn and you see that.
You don't, because it's on the other side.
I know.
You sleep that side.
No, that's why I said to have it on that side.
So anyway.
And on this side, we've got fish, chips and peas twice.
No, we had...
You're up. That says in Chinese, fish, chips and peas twice, please.
It might do.
And that's aperture, film aperture.
That's from when we was in our photography days. It's a camera lens, 5.6 aperture. So, anyway, let's see what people have been saying.
Right, we need to
just shut up a minute. I know we do. We don't need to wrap up just yet.
We do.
And you can count on... now I have Laser Jenny on my mind. Love Vikings. Carl, did you ever watch the TV series Hell on Wheels? No, I've not seen that one.
No, Keith.
I don't think that's been on in the UK.
We'll look it up though and we'll have a look. Hell on Wheels.
People without a boat can't anchor anywhere. You're right. Oh, you can. Captain, please don't start your shit talking in here. Oh,
Captain 10 Star.
That's the first time I've seen anything like that, so we'll just keep an eye on that then, Keith.
Have we got a...
That's funny, Chris. King of Chuck. I'd love to hang out with you too, maybe someday. Yeah. Well, like we said, Keith.
Yes, Chuck.
King
no,
Chuck.
Chuck is his name.
Yeah.
Because we went into that one as well, didn't we?
If we pass
Le Vagabond.
Le Vagabond, yeah, who
Yeah.
said that? Johnny Hagg.
Delos is one of my favourites, as I say, and I like Delos.
Oh, thanks for that, Karen. That's really kind of you. She's offering to send us out from the UK. So we need...
Send us out? Send us out
If
what?
we need anything sending.
Oh, right.
From the
yeah.
UK.
Well, we've still got a family Karen here, but thank you for the offer.
So, but they're sailors, so they might...
Yeah, they'll know what we're wanting to buy.
I've lost my bloody place again. Adventures Adrift, they were... Those seas on Briticam were huge. They were, and... People who've not actually been in any rough seas... When people who are doing YouTube videos and they're filming and they say, "Oh, it's rough out here," it can sometimes look like you're on a local pond, and it doesn't look half as rough on camera as it really is. So when it is rough on camera. You know it's massive.
Yeah. Who else saw that then? Those on Briticam were huge. SB Compromise. Oh, that's Gavin. Go on.
Yeah, Sean and Julia, we watched those. But they're in between boats at the moment, aren't they?
I don't think I've watched Sean. Have I watched Sean?
You have.
Have I?
Where I stopped liking them a little bit was when Sean started going off doing these strange, like, I'm an actor type videos, and while they were doing their
thespian.
Yeah, where they were doing the sailing videos last year, quite good, and then they got rid of the boat, and then he was sitting there on a rocking chair in 1800 clothing with a pretend pipe.
Everybody likes dressing up, Carl. You like dressing up as a pirate.
I know, but I'm just saying it lost its appeal to me a little bit. But now they're on the hunt for another boat again. I've started watching them again.
Adventures of an Old Sea Dog.
I've watched a couple of those. Adventures Adrift.
That's the best produced videos.
We were patrons of those.
Who were they?
The Canadian couple who you don't like a voice.
I don't like a voice.
No. She talks.
I'll have to have a look at that later.
They've just sent us some stickers.
Right, I can't think of who you mean.
But yeah, we were patrons of Adventures Adrift for quite a while, but I stopped watching them. I got a bit, I don't know. Dallas is awesome. Just discovered Vagabond. I think you mean Vagabond, but once Vampires on the Water will be the best and will blow up quickly. Barry the Old Sea Dog is great. I think with Barry, I think if it's the one I'm thinking of, is he the guy who's on his own? He's from England. Is that the right one? Wears glasses. He's got a smallish boat. I don't know if I'm thinking it right one. But anyway, if that is, yeah, I've watched a few of them, but I prefer ones what are in a bit warmer climes than watching somebody around English coast.
Oh, Creo as well, yeah.
Sailing Creo, yeah, they're from UK.
I only said they've gone quiet. I like them.
I was only looking yesterday. It's a month since they last posted anything, so I don't know what's happened.
What I get from them though is she's been in entertainments and what have you. She's really bubbly and everything, and I get that he doesn't really want to do it, but
sometimes he's all right.
He's okay. Nothing against him though. They do very good videos.
Yeah.
Me too. Whoa.
How do we get back online then? Because this is still recording. Oh, we're back on.
Are we back on?
Yeah. Right, we should be back online now, folks.
Well, it proves we can all carry on the chat without the host. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's all part of the community. You just talk between yourself. Battery went, lights went. In fact, we are getting quite dark now, aren't we?
Looks like Carl forgot. Yeah, just put light on. Looks like Carl forgot to put the internet bill. Or the battery went down.
Well, it is 7:15.
We're back down. Right, so can people hear and see us again? Anybody there? Hello, nearly gave me a heart attack going off as I tune in. Yeah, I think it looks like we're back. We're back on.
Yeah, we're back.
Our internet just, for some reason, just crashed. Don't know why.
Yeah, we have paid the bills, I think.
Yeah, Captain 10 Star, final warning.
You're out. And for that reason, you're out. Right, have we got anything else to say? What's happening next week? What have we got to bring on? Are we going to be here next Sunday?
Yeah, next Sunday we're going to be here.
Yep, so we shall be here next Sunday.
Here? Bloody thing's freezing up.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock next Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Back with great hair, thanks for that. I've just been and washed it. I don't know what's happening here. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties. So, I think what we're going to do, guys, because our internet's just plain silly beggars at the minute.
We've been rambling on for long enough anyway.
We're down to yellow again.
Yeah, an hour and 14. So we will love you and leave you. Hope you can make it next Sunday for Sunday Sundowners.
What am I cooking?
We'll have other things.
What am I cooking tonight?
Simon, I've nearly got him to shut up.
To be honest, Simon, I ain't cooking anything tonight because we've been away for the weekend.
All we've done is eat.
Our daughter's partner is both his uncles, who are brothers, have pubs. And so on Friday night, we went out to that pub for a brilliant steak, fantastic food. And then we was out last night watching Carleen singing. And we won £55.
I won at bingo.
They were playing a bingo game, and so Jen bought a ticket, and we won 55 quid on bingo.
They hate it when you do that, when you're not a regular and you win. But I won £55.
Right, Captain 10 Star, I appreciate you said you like our channel, but can we just stop dissing Grandpa, please? No need to do it on here. If you don't like Grandpa, just don't go to his channel. It's as simple as that. I don't want him dissing on here. He's a friend of ours. So yeah, we won £55 on the last game, which were brilliant, which paid for the dinner today. So we've been out again for another meal.
For a nice meal, so we don't need anything.
Yeah. So have you finished that?
Nearly. I've had enough of
Right. That's an hour and 15 minutes, folks. So.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
All the ones, and just a minute, we will try to tune in on Sunday, but we have our forever. Yeah, good luck with the regatta. And for anybody who's still watching, if Gavin and Anna are still on from SV Compromise, I know I've had a sneak preview. They're going to be releasing a new video tonight. So let's talk about a bit of your guns and shooting next week. Yeah, we might be able to do that. So yeah, SV Compromise, they're going to release a video tonight. So go and have a look at their video when we've finished. And Grandpa will be on at midnight UK time.
Yep, see Sam, see Andy, see Carl, see Chris.
If you're coming to the boat show and you've not let us know before, just
let us know this week.
Drop us an email.
Yeah.
Hang on. Where is it?
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Just bear with me, folks. Oh. Yeah, drop us an email there if you want to come to meet up at the boat show or at the hotel just beforehand. And yeah, if you can give us a thumbs up before you leave, folks, we really appreciate it.
Tell everybody how stupid we are, but this is just us. And I hope you'll want to come and talk to us again next Sunday. Bye.
So, see you later, folks. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Happy Sunday.